Today on Browney's Garage, we're back at the track to have some fun and see what times we can run in this budget turbo conversion. Oh, we're so close. Alright, it's a really cold start to the morning, but it doesn't look like we're going to cop any rain, so we're on our way to go racing. I know we'll definitely go quicker than last time. It's just a matter of how much quicker we go. Can we get that 13-second pass? Not sure we will. I don't think we're bringing enough power, and we're really not set up for drag racing, but we're going to give it a good crack anyway, and it'll be good to see the results. We'll keep an eye on that mile per hour as well. I've got a few mates meeting me out there, got Mrs. Browney by my side, and I might even get to meet a few of you who are watching this right now. So things are pretty good, really. And just last night, I'm pretty sure we clocked up 15,000 subscribers, which is ridiculous for a little channel like this. Thank you all very much for watching, subscribing, liking, all the support. It's amazing, thank you. So really, as long as we finish by driving this car back home, it should be an awesome day, whatever happens out there at the track. For those that weren't with us last time we came to Heathcote, this car ran a best of 15:53 with a basic NA setup and 4-speed auto. Our speed was consistent all day at around 96 mph and showed we had okay power, but our overall times were really slowed by the sluggish 60 foot thanks mostly to the long first gear of that auto. We're hoping today that a combo of more power and some boost to get us off the line will help bring that right down. That's thanks to our budget turbo setup using mostly factory parts on the untouched NA engine and managed a best of 213 rear wheel kilowatts with more potential once we have a boost controller. So the car has changed a little, but the track out here at Heathcote has changed far more. I've always enjoyed my time here, even before the change of ownership. With the usual nerves starting to creep in, we teched in early so we'd be ready to join the staging lanes as soon as the track opened for racing. Few first pass nerves and feeling a little bit like the odd one out here. We're well and truly going to be the slowest car here by the looks of it, but that's alright, we'll have some fun anyway. We're not bothering anyone. This will be the first pass, so we'll just take it a little bit easier. Small burnout, little bit of a launch, nothing too big. We'll ease into it for the day. I say that now, let's see. Mistake for a turbo car. I was racing the light and I don't think I really built any boost. You guys will see better on the helmet cam probably, but I don't know if we left the line with any boost, so I'm not expecting a great deal from that pass. First run nerves, first run's out the way. We got plenty to come today. That was a 14.3 at 99 miles per hour with a 2.4 60 foot. I thought we really stuffed it, but 14.3. We might have a crack at that 13 today if we can get that 60 foot down. Here we go, we might have a 13 in it yet. I reckon I can get that 60 foot down to 2.2, 2.1 at least, that'll have us in the 13 territory. Okay, this could be interesting. That'll seem like no time at all for you guys at home, but here at the track it's been an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe more, with a big oil down just about the length of the track, I think. But we're in the lanes again, we're getting staged up and ready to go. Track temperatures come up a little bit, but it's still a nice cold day. Let's have a crack at that 13-second pass. Don't stuff the light this time, stall it up. Got it. So this time I'm just going to completely ignore the tree and make sure I'm stalled up and happy to go. Interesting. I don't know if that was better or worse. We did stall it up. I think it ran into some sort of torque pull or pulled power on the launcher a little bit. It just sort of rolled away from the line and then went. I think we might have even had a tiny bit of tyre spin there. So let's see, it'll be interesting what the time slip says on that one. That was a 14.25 at 100 mile per hour. So better, we've dropped a little bit more, but that 60 foot is still 2.43. So it's definitely something going on at that 60 foot. I might actually try and I'll leave on boost, but I'll leave with a touch less throttle and see if there is something going on with a bit of a throttle cut or a torque cut or something there. Because that left on boost, but our 60 foot time was actually slower. Did spin a touch too, I think. So you can sort of see where my head was at on the day there, and it makes some sense. I'd stalled it up more and given it much more throttle leaving, but gone backwards on that 60 time compared to no stall at all. I'm at no stage trying to blame the car or anything else. I'm just trying to work out what the hell is going on. I wish you could all feel it at home, what I'm feeling in the car. It was like it just slowly rolls out for a second and then finally hits and you're away. As the day went on and after our day there, I'm now thinking we're still just hitting that big torque hole down low that the long gearing and low stall speed gives us. Obviously, it's still quicker than before, but when it gets going, it's quicker also. So that hole, by comparison, is still noticeable. Stay with me because we do improve that every pass, and the last pass really improves and starts to show what we can still do. That clip sets what will happen for the next few passes though. Stall it up and feed more throttle and load into it on the launch each time, and the times kept dropping. A 14.18 at pretty much 100 mile per hour again. So speed's pretty consistent. Times are creeping down. We're creeping down. Might get that 13 yet. A bigger, more patriotic burnout and harder stall up again saw that 60 foot drop further to a 2.28 on the next pass, but only a small improvement in overall time, perhaps due to some heat soak from hot lapping the car straight away. I was now making proper improvements on the 60 foot. Combining that with the mile per hour of an earlier run would have us looking good. It was getting later in the day, so I went out to push it harder again on the next pass. Alright, this might be our last chance at that 13 today. Let's have a crack. what a choke. Luckily, I did get one more pass because that was just a complete throwaway and I can't even fully explain it. I lifted off the brake a touch, which accidentally crept the car forward, so I got back on the brake but let off the throttle while realizing I'd moved forward way too far anyway and had to just make the best of it. So yeah, let's just say I'm a big guy who has the coordination of a baby giraffe or similar. Shouldn't have shown that, but just again proves I'm an average backyard hack, or worse than that even. What an idiot. It's okay though. From a clip I never want to see again, we go to one I've played back a lot since that day already. I couldn't have written the ending to this day if I tried. There goes camera one. That camera dying would leave me with no data to go off for what's about to happen. This is the last pass we get on the day, and the car left me little choice in the matter. You'll see. That was a great pass, but I'd have to wait to see what I ran, and this time so will you because we have one last curveball. Oh, that's not good. Hope that was a good run. I hope I didn't hurt anything. Engine shut off. Check engine light. I think the oil light flashed on for a second. Just gonna have a look. Okay, we have oil, I think. Starts. Okay. Seems fine. Nothing like a bit of drama. Did we break the car? Did we run a 13? Did we do both? Let's see. It felt all right. A little bit of wheel hop and wheel spin coming out, I think. I think that's the last pass we're going to get, and I really don't feel like pushing it again. So let's see. This Brownie has the time slip. We might have to blur her out. So close. Oh, it's a 14:01.
Yes.
Well, we're calling it a day because the engine shut off at the end of the track. So let's go home.
Okay.
Oh, we're so close. We're 100th off. Well, we're 14:018. I'm not pushing it. It shut itself off. Let's not push it and call it a day, but it's there. So close. It was hard to stop and not have one more crack. I think it's still got a little in it and we could have got there, but I said at the start of the day that if we drive it back home, it'd be a good day, and hell yeah it was. We did drop over 1.5 seconds off our PB after all, and again, this is very much a budget setup with more potential. But let me know what you think. Should we go back one day as is and try and get that time slip? I'm sure a lot of people would see that as failing or falling short, and that's fair. But so much of modifying or being around cars is the experiences, or at least for me. As an experience, we'll be talking about that day for years to come, I reckon. Even Mrs. Browney on the day went from a little nervous watching, because there are risks even at our level, to at the end there rushing over to send me back out again in that last clip for one more try. And honestly, We both still laugh like children at the turbo noises this makes anywhere we go now. It's nearly worth it just for that. So a big thank you to everyone who made that day so enjoyable, who helped out in any way, or came over for a chat. And of course, thanks to everyone watching at home who continues to support. Oh, and a big congrats to Daniel, who won a hoodie for his quarter mile time guess, which was just 0.003 of a second off. Link to the merch site will be in the description below if you want to pick up some gear to support the channel even further and keep us doing what we're doing. As far as the car shutting off, I've had a quick look over it, but I can't see any reason for it, and it drove home completely fine and normal. Certainly not complaining about that. Maybe I ran the fuel tank lower than I should and fuel sloshed away from the fuel pump, but it did do it at the end of the run. Or maybe those valve springs are just barely starting to wave the white flag. Who knows? As a once off, I'm not too concerned just yet, but I'll keep an eye out for now. Next up, we'll be looking at what this budget turbo swap has actually cost. We'll be going through the parts I've used and having a look at what the future of this car is now. I hope to see you all then, and that you can all get out to enjoy your project with a loved one or a mate. Cheers guys.